Welcome in, Bills Mafia. Welcome back to another edition of the Go Bills podcast. I apologize, going back to my regular roots of the Buffalo Bills report, kind of trying to remember that name, but we are the Go Bills podcast now. We are at our halftime report of the Raiders and Bills game, and the Bills are up 21-10. And boy, do the Bills look back to normal this week. You saw Josh Allen, who is 18 of 21 for 142 yards, 2 touchdowns, right back to his normal self and taking what the defense gives him, which he did in the first half last week against the Jets. Now he's back to being the same Josh Allen. He looks more poised in the pocket. He also looks more comfortable out there, getting the ball to 8 different receivers so far in this game. Leading the way at receiver for the Buffalo Bills is his favorite target in Stefon Diggs with 5 catches for 40 yards, and then followed behind by Gabe Davis, who has 3 catches, does have 1 more yard than Stefon Diggs with 3 catches for 41 yards. But Josh Allen is moving the ball around to different playmakers out there on the field, and you're getting to see not only Stefon Diggs get some play, but you're also seeing Gabe Davis look like the number 2 wide receiver that we wanted him to be. Another player that is making an impact out here on the field and made a great impact was that Khalil Shakir play where he caught the ball on a sidearm throw from Josh Allen, looking just like Patrick Mahomes, which gives me an encouraging sign to see because that's how Josh Allen needs to be out there on the field. Now, can the Bills keep this up in the second half? I do believe they can, and they just need to continue the momentum that they have right now with what they're doing on offense and then continue doing what they're doing on defense. They've done a really good job of keeping Josh Jacobs out of the game and just putting the ball in Jimmy Garoppolo's hands. And when you do that, it falls right into the strengths of the Buffalo Bills pass defense. And if you look at what the Bills have done so far in terms of what they've given up so far, it's really just been Davante Adams, who's had 5 catches for 79 yards and a touchdown, that's made an impact out there on the field. They've also allowed for Josh Jacobs to get involved a little bit in the pass game, but it's short passes that are on 3rd and longs usually that happens on. And Buffalo is looking really good out there on the field. I want to go up the comments on Facebook real quick. We have Julio Afaro, who says, "Go Bills," with a heart emoji. Welcome in, Julio. I haven't seen you before, so if you're new to the channel, don't forget to like and subscribe to the Go Bills podcast. You can find us on YouTube as well as on Facebook for our pregame shows as well as our halftime report and our postgame show. But don't forget to also show some love to guys like the Nickel City Mafia, Red, White, and Bills, and go on over to their channels. Let them know that Brett from the Go Bills podcast sent you over to them. They always appreciate getting the love. And you should always drop a nickel on the subscribe button on all their channels. So they really do appreciate that as well. You can hear my puppy in the background. She's being good for me so far today, but you'll always hear her in the background, and she is just getting a drink of water because she's a little sick today. But let's go around the NFL and talk and give you the halftime scores for all the other games around the NFL today. The Ravens are up 13-10 on the Bengals. The Lions are up 14-7 on the Seahawks. The Colts just got another score against the Texans, up 28-10. The Bucks are up 13-10 on the Bears. The Chiefs are up by 1 point on the Jaguars. It's a very close game so far, 7-6. The Packers are up by 1 point on the Falcons, and the Falcons are a team that has really impressed me so far from what they've done in the last 2 weeks. 10-9 so far. And then the Chargers 14-10 on the Titans. Some really good 4 o'clock games that are coming up later on today. The 49ers and Rams, the Giants and Cardinals, as well as the Jets, Cowboys, and then the Commanders and Broncos to finish out the 4 o'clock games. And then for the 8:20 game on NBC tonight, it's going to be the Dolphins and Patriots for a chance to get into second place in the division for one of those 2 teams if the Jets end up winning this week, or you could go all the way to first place this week. So it'll be interesting to see what happens in these games, but whoever wins that game is going to be right in the thick of things in the AFC East this week. And then for the Monday night games, you have the Panthers and Saints. That game is going to be at the Panthers this week at 7:15. And then you have the Browns and the Steelers at 8:15. So 2 Monday night games this week, which is always great to see out there. This has been the Go Bills Podcast Halftime Report. We are always excited to talk to you about the Buffalo Bills, and we can't wait for the second half to see what the Bills can do and what adjustments they can make out there on the field. But right now, they're looking really good, really poised. Josh Allen and a totally different version of himself from last week. So let's keep it going in the second half and get back to getting our first win in front of a sold-out crowd in Highmark Stadium, which is always a good sign. So really good what we've seen so far. This has been the Go Bills Podcast, and we will see you next time for another edition of the Go Bills Podcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Follow us on all social media platforms. You can find us on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, as well as now we're on Threads. So if you don't know what Threads is, it's a combination between what Twitter used to be and now it's called X and Instagram. So go on over to Threads. Check us out on there as well. And don't forget to go on over to our website, gobillspodcast.com, where you can find all of our upcoming shows. And you can see the list of shows that we're going to be doing, along with collaborations that we'll do with guys like the Nickel City Mafia and Red, White, and Bills. This has been the Go Bills Podcast Halftime Report. We will see you after the game for our post-game show immediately following the conclusion of the Buffalo Bills game against the Raiders. Until then, go Bills.